All right, guys.
Great. Oh. You just break my light.
Yo, that thing just stabbed me, yo.
Dude, you just broke my light.
It stabbed me. You should be mad at the light because it stabbed me.
Dude, why would you run into it? It still works.
It still works.
It still works.
Yo, good morning. First job of the day, 2021 Rxp-x 300 that is getting its first service. So for you guys at home that dare to do this by yourselves, you will have some type of reference, right?
Nice choice of words there.
Thanks, bro. Thanks, bro. I'm learning, you know, I'm trying to expand my vocabulary, and I got Angel here to help me out.
Then I can sit down.
Wow, great.
What? The work is done, all right?
I don't pay you for your time, right? I pay you for your experience.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
My year and a half of experience.
Year and a half.
I've seen some dealers operate and it wasn't impressive.
All right, guys, so basically, first thing you gotta get in your arsenal is something to pull out your oil. The oil on these skis comes right out of the dipstick. Normally, these things come way overfilled from the factory, so expect to pull out at least 3 to 3.5, 4 quarts of oil out of this your first shot. Another thing we do is your spark plugs. You got the 3 spark plugs down here. Obviously, remove your T30 bolt, pulls the coil packs, and then you have access to your spark plugs. On our first service, when you come here to our shop, we pull out your supercharger. The reason we pull out the supercharger is to check for slip. Usually the slip is way off on all these things, so we pull them out, check them, adjust them if they need to be adjusted, and throw it back in. And then lastly, we check the pump area on the bottom, make sure the wear ring is good, make sure the impeller is not impacted in any way. Start it up, reset the maintenance light, take it out to test, make sure everything's kosher, and then call my customer, tell them to come grab it. Yo, so I am under the ski right now, and I'm gonna show you what's going on down here. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but the prop definitely has a couple nicks in it. And you see that rubber boot right there that attaches to the prop? It's actually off and just on the drive shaft. So that's gonna create a bunch of air bubbles and slow down the ski. So I'm gonna pull the jet pump out, pull that cone off of it, and I'm gonna see if I cleaned up the prop just a little bit. That way when we put it back together, my customer doesn't have any issues and could actually probably gain some speed, because that's definitely slowing them down. So let me get out of this home I'm living under right now. All right, guys.
Great. Oh. You just break my light.
Yo, that thing just stabbed me, yo.
Dude, you just broke my light.
It stabbed me. You should be mad at the light because it stabbed me.
Dude, why would you run into it? It still works.
It still works.
It still works. Yes.
Nice.
Fucking right now.
Yo, that thing straight up just stabbed me.
I can't believe you fucking wrecked this thing, dude.
You see? The love handles, baby. Power. Ain't no Amazon light sticking up to this. Oh, damn, it still works.
Yep.
All right. Anyways. Service is pretty much done here. I did pull out the jet pump, and it is right here. As you can see, the nose cone completely fell off. It is stuck on the drive shaft. Oh, there it is. So this is a very common issue with the Sea-Doos. So what I do is get it and I throw it in the trash, because you don't need that shit. And then let me show you his prop. As you can see, this thing is pretty beat. It's missing a good amount of metal on every single blade, and the wear ring, as you can see right there, it's all gouged up all the way around. So I'm gonna call this customer, let him know the condition of this jet pump, and see what he wants to do. Either we're gonna clean up this impeller, replace it with another used OEM impeller that I have in the back or an aftermarket one, and definitely got to change out this wear ring. So I'm gonna get this going, give them a shout, see what we got to do. All right guys, just got off the phone with my customer and he is gonna go with a complete aftermarket setup on here. So we're gonna go with the Solus 1318, take this guy out, and we're gonna take this plastic wear ring out, and we're gonna stick a metal Solus wear ring in there, and make sure everything is good as far as grease and everything goes inside of the jet pump, and stick it back in.
Dime si tú quieres algo más. Dime si tú necesitas algo dulce para calmar esta noche. Va a ser loca. Esta noche va a ser la mejor de tu vida. Dime si te quieres algo.
It's a little cold. We'll make it work. Ajá, mira, papu.
Ahora sácalo y ponlo de nuevo.
It's too hot. That shit got hot right away. And that's how you put a 300 wear ring inside of the freaking jet pump. You're gonna let this thing cool off just a little bit and rebuild it back up, put it in here, and go test. All right guys, we have the jet pump reassembled. Just want to show you before I put it back in. 1318 Solus impeller, metal wear ring, and one thing you guys don't see here is the nose cone, because just like I said before, they pull off on these skis and hang around the drive shaft. Now these Solus props come with a metal one that make even more of a headache if it does come off of the impeller. So I'm gonna go ahead and mount this back up in there, and then what?
Forgot this.
What'd I forget?
I found it for you.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. All right, guys, so this is everything you need to check the supercharger slip on your 300 charger. You're gonna need some type of bracket, something that you could put on a vise to hold the charger, obviously. And then you're gonna need a couple bolts to obviously put the charger onto the bracket. Next thing you're gonna need is a 19 and an 18 millimeter wrench. As you can see, the 19, we have to thin it out to fit between the nuts on the back, and the 18 is just a regular 18 mil wrench. You're gonna also need a digital torque wrench because you will be checking the slip going left. So you have to be able to read your torque wrench right or left. Then you got a 17 that's gonna go on the main nut on the front of the charger, and then this E8 here, so you could use to put onto the bracket. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the bracket on the vise, put the charger on the bracket, and then show you the rest from there. All right, last thing, you're gonna also need this supercharger gear holder. You could find all these parts on eBay, Amazon, anything like that. The charger bracket that I use, I got it from SBT back when I was doing 260 stuff, and the bracket works for all the chargers. It's all the same thing. So basically, get your charger gear tool, put it on the gear, as you see there. All right, and then you're gonna make sure the 17's on the torque wrench. I like to set the slip on the charger somewhere around 14 or so, 13, 14 on the stock charger. So I have the beeper to go off at 14. Basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna make this go left, because when you go left, you're actually gonna be tightening this nut here. If you go right, you're gonna be loosening it. So you always wanna go left. Basically put your gear holder in the back on the vise so it holds it there. Put your thing on left here, and you can see when I push it down, this particular charger slips right around 9 or so. So this one is actually not too bad. I've seen some come right from the factory slipping like 6.5 pounds, which is like no bueno at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn the slip on this charger, put it somewhere around 14, and I'm gonna show you guys how to do that. All right guys, so basically what you wanna do here is you have two nuts. You got the inner nut here and the outer nut here. You're gonna wanna loosen this outer nut and then turn this one to the right, and that'll tighten up the slip. As you can see, these washers right here, there's a little gap. That'll actually go back in a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that procedure right now and then show you how to turn it up. All right, take it to cameras. All right, so basically sometimes what happens is when you turn this nut back here to tighten it up, it's gonna actually spin the wheel in the front. So you have to hold that. So right now, as you can see, I got it around 12. So you'll come back to the back here and tighten up just a little bit more.
Damn.
All right, so there we're a little over. We're at 16 there. So I'm gonna back it off some. All right. So basically all I did was tighten this nut here to compress these washers a little more. So it's gonna make the charger slip a little less, correct. So next thing I like to do here,
Just drop the nut.
drop nuts. So I like to clean it up a little bit here, throw a little bit of Loctite, just because you don't want this bolt backing out. It doesn't have to be a lot of Loctite, just a little smidget of it. And then we could put the second nut on there to lock it. So we'll check one more time where we're at over here. So I'm at 12, yeah. But once I tighten up this nut back here, you can see it's right at 13.9, 14.1, somewhere around there. So it's basically right where we need it to be.
And where do you usually want it?
14 is usually where we set them, right? On the stock chargers. 14. This one was 9.5. The one we did at the Power Sports place was what, 6.5?
Power Lodge.
Power Lodge, 6.5, right?
Yeah.
So yeah,
On both of them.
big difference there once you do that. This will give you obviously more boost when it's slipped correctly. If it's a little loose, it's not going to provide the boost that you need, and you're going to go slower. You're going to feel like the watercraft is laggy. It's probably because of the charger. So that's how you do the slip. All right, guys, got the impeller situated, all done in there. Like I said before, this is a stage 1 setup, so it has our air intake, the oil catch can, and our stage 1 reflash. This one is kind of like a stage 1 plus now, since it has the impeller and all that in the back. The only thing he's missing is the hard silicone piping that goes here. So we'll see if he wants to do that and make it a complete stage 1 plus, but just want to let you guys hear it real quick. Alright guys, we are all hooked up, ready to go test this thing. Oh, check it out. I finally got my custom tag from the DMV. Woo! What you guys know about that stage 2 plate? I figure I keep the theme going. Stage 1 on the vet, stage 2 on this. What's gonna be stage 3? The typing?
What?
The tag? Yeah.
That's a good question. But I feel like stage 3 you have to make it fast.
Fast? Like way fast?
I mean, it's stage 3. It's the fastest stage we got.
It is the fastest. All right. So we gotta get
what?
Lamborghini Genie paddle wagons.
What that is? A Lamborghini panel wagon. Sapphire blue. Lamborghini, boy, you can, man, look how big that thing is, man. You fit 2-3 bitches in there and throw a deer in the bed.
So not bad. Seen it click off 80, so pretty good. Not all of them are gonna be 84, 85 mile an hour speeds, man. but something in the water there. But yeah, 80 clocked off, running good. It's a little low on gas, so I don't want to keep pushing it, and it's a little choppy out there. So for now, we're good with that. He's running solid. I don't see any issues with it. So I'm gonna call my customer. So I'm gonna come pick it up. Yo, what up, people? Good morning. Ow, there's a freaking mirror there. Who would have known? But as you can see, we are at Ernesto Menesto's house. What up?
I'm still asleep.
Man, he's lying to you. He was just like doing backflips and shit over there. But today we're building a motor, right?
You know what it is?
What?
I don't have the Calas shirt on.
Oh, that's what it is. You
So
don't got
I'm
your
off-
merch on.
I'm not on the clock right now.
Ah, all
So
right.
this is the real Calas. Hey, what are you doing on my property, boy? Who are you?
Man, I'm Hispanic. I could be in here helping you, doing your gardening, or stealing all your stuff. Yo, check it out. He's got this place all organized.
Well,
It's about time.
well,
About that.
I'm trying. I'm OCD. I'm also.
He's not
mess.
OCD. Don't let him fool you guys, man. He's not OCD. He's a mess.
I'm a mess.
He's a freaking
I like
mess.
my mess.
He's an
It's an organized
mess. Exactly,
Yes.
exactly. So yeah, we're out here at Ernesto's today. Obviously, you guys know the relationship that we have. We're gonna be building this turbo motor together. Anytime I do a big build, I always do it with him. Just
So he can blame me. That's what it is.
No. Just because, you know, he's got more experience than me, so why not do it with the best? So we're here.
I gotta get my shirt on.
Yeah, my battery's dead, so I gotta charge it. Yo, so we are in the process of getting the CP pistons onto the rods. From there, we're gonna drop them into the block that's right behind Ernesto back here. Once we drop the pistons and rods into the block, we could set the crank down in there, balance shaft, and keep on building the motor from there.
You guys want to apple?
What? That's this big old pipe. Alright guys, so we're about to drop the crank into the motor. Ah, mira. What are you smoking on your pipe? Anyways, this is why we don't get nothing done. We get here at 9 in the morning and we leave at 7 at night. Because we're eating crap the
Hey,
whole time.
I'm hungry already. Let's go eat.
How is he hungry? Look how skinny this guy is. How are you hungry right now?
I'm hungry.